Hiya folks, welcome back. Right, I want to show you today what I've been up to. Well, what I've been buying really, not what I've been up to. Just some books from the charity shop. Good finds actually. Nice papers, nice aged papers as well. And that's what I'm just going to talk to you about. What I found with this one is my cover is really, what do you call it? Faded, yeah. Now, when you get these dust covers, they're normally, you know, they're shiny on the outside, aren't they? And I always chuck them away straight in the recycling. But this one, I'm going to keep purely because it's got this lovely aged edge to it. I mean, I might even turn it, you know, and use it in a journal like this. And obviously cover this side, you know, with something. But yeah, so I'm going to keep this one. I normally chuck them. But yeah, so keep your eyes out. Don't just dismiss it and think, oh, I'll chuck that away without even looking at the inside. So that's another good thing you can keep. What I've started doing for storage mainly is to take the covers off completely off my books. I've been doing that for a while now. I mean, I think I did do a video a while back how I take my covers off. I mean, it's nothing, you know, nothing special, no rocket science involved. Just get yourself a chopper. I like to use this one because I bought this with the intention of using it how you're supposed to, like that, but I can't get on with it. So what I use it for is purposely for doing this. You know, when your book's together like that, hope I'm in frame, get it down on your deck and just chop it down, yeah? And then when you've took your book cover off, decide what you're going to do. I mean, I've thrown book covers away depending on what they are and, you know, the quality of them. But I think this one, because I do like this aged look here, and the cover's not bad, really. It's quite nice, quite a nice green. I think it'll make a nice botanical type cover, you know, but I've got a few, so I better, you know, make a decision. What I've done here is I've took these out from the actual binding, you know, that's the original binding that's that the book, you know, the book binders are put in. I like to keep these covers as well, the first couple of covers that you get, because they're quite nice as well, and they're nice. Some papers are quite nice quality, these sort of things. So all I do is find the centre of your signature that's in your book. So let's have a look. It should be here somewhere. It's got to be here. Aha, there it is. Sometimes you have to do a bit of pressing and, you know, manipulate the book to find it. Yeah, there we go. Look, there's the threads. And then get yourself a good pair of snips or seam ripper. You know, that'll do the job. Like that. I've got seam rippers because I'm a sewer, aren't I? You know, seamstress. But yeah, I mean, I've used scissors in the past and I've ended up not doing it as good. And obviously this as well, you damage your paper, you know, because they're quite pointy, aren't they? But a seam ripper is ideal. And then, hey presto, like magic, it should come out quite easily. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes you have to prise them because they do stick, you know. But if you do it like this, then if you've got a nice double spread where the picture goes over, you know, you've got a nice intact page, you know, signature page for your books. And you can always reuse the holes if you wanted to. I'd like to reinforce them though first with a bit of masking tape or ribbon or a bit of paper even. Just a strip of paper, you know, depending on what you're doing, obviously. But yeah, just take these all out and then you can keep them. And they're just so easy to work with when they're like this, rather than tearing, yeah? I'd rather do this myself, personally. You know, I'll sit and do this in the evening when it's quiet, tonight, later on. And then what I'll do then is keep the book intact like this one here. And I'll tell you why I've started doing this. In the past, I've thrown away the covers, but I've also thrown away that bit, you know, the inside bit that tells you what it is and who it's by. And if you like to repurchase, or you like to keep a note in your phone or whatever, so when you go in the charity shops, or you know, if you're hanging about, or if you go to libraries and things, not libraries, you know, bookshops, you know, you think, oh yeah, I'll get another one of them, I like that. So that's what I like to do, because I've found books that, you know, I like to repurchase. And then all I've done is the same scenario with this one as well. This is a bit white and a bit shiny, so it's not as nice as the other book, but the pictures, the images are lovely, you know. So yeah, so that's that. So charity shops, I think, how much is this? £1. I'm so lucky, really, where I am, because I'm in a new town, a newish town. Well, it was built 50 odd years ago in the Midlands in the UK, and then we've got surrounding us loads of little market towns that have all got loads of charity shops. So, you know, we're lucky, really. So yeah, I do find a lot of bargains. I get a lot of Edith Holden books as well. You know, I can find them, pick them up for a couple of quid. So I'm quite lucky there. The other thing I picked up with these, which were only £1 again. Plan was, the other day, I did all the, well, only a few, to do a bit of a collage, you know, a botanical masterboard, you want to call it. I've edged them with my decal edge, my cutter, and then put some, I think it's called Forest Moss Distress Oxide. I just did that for a change. I don't do it all the time, but I thought, no, I just fancy doing it this time. And then I'll just put these up to each other. You know, I might even overlap, just whatever. But the plan was to use an old 12 by 12, because this is a bit flimsy. It's not really, it's okay, it's a pad that I bought Christmas, but it's not really suitable for a fat lot, to be fair. What I'm going to do is use these instead, and what I shall do is make one book all botanical. That's my plan, because I have got another one of these that I bought ages ago, an exercise book that's got some just random, just all my old scrapbook pads, just squares. You know, it was when I first started doing scrapbooking. Well, this kind of scrapbooking. Yeah, so I'm going to use these. So that's another good buy. Then the last thing I want to show you just quickly, this follows on from my last video. And what I did was I done a bit of a turnaround on my storage. My digitals were stored, excuse me, just in a box folder, yeah, and they fit in here okay, which is fine. But I mean, I've just got a few random bits in here now. They fit in here fine, and then but when you come to look what you want to find, you've got to, first of all, you've got to get your finger in, which is annoying. you've got to either tip out the whole lot, or, you know, it's quite awkward. And then you've got to flick through whatever whatever you're looking for. It was okay at the time, but I've changed my digital storage so many times. I've had a bigger box, you know, a big lock and lock ones with handles on the side, you know, that was on my trolley, but that was like stored on shelves and I had to pull it out, and half the time I never bothered using them. The other ones were, another time, they were in files, you know, a box file, upright, but they were all flopping over like this, and I was like jamming stuff in to keep them upright. But when you start jamming stuff in, when you come to look what you want to use, you can't pull them apart, you know, flick through to see what you're looking for. So that didn't work. This one, I'm hoping, is going to be the answer to my prayers. I haven't got a lot of digitals. I've only got, as you can see, a small handful, really, in comparison to a lot of you ladies. But I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not a massive sort of scrapbooker, you know, more than anything. I'm just doing this as a fill-in, really, you know, as a hobby, and, you know, just show other guys what you can get up to if you're bored. So, yeah, this is what I've done. I've put all my sheets, like I've put, I think I've put about 6 in each one, in each sheet, which is good. These were at the charity shop. They're classed as display book, 20 pockets, £1.50. I don't know how much they are new. I don't know, but you know, I don't mind that I've paid £1.50 each for the charity shop. It's from a local hospice, Seven Hospice, which is our cancer hospice over here. So, you know, I don't mind putting money in their sort of charity. So yeah, so this is what I've done. Just sectioned off the stuff, and then I've kept my little post-it notes so I know what's going on and what's what. Some of them haven't got any on. These are all mainly in this file pink Monarch prints and my porch prints. Yeah, I haven't got a lot, but I did buy a lot of these sort of things when I was first starting out. I went mad, you know, I saw them all on Etsy. I thought, I've got to have these, and now I haven't used them, you know, because they've all been stored away. So I want to try and use them now. That's the plan anyway, because they're going to be at my side, down here at the side of my desk. I can just pick them up, grab them when I want them. They're small enough to slot somewhere if I need to pop them in one of my drawers, you know. So yeah, ideal. This one's a bit of a mishmash, like of different people. Calico Collage, One Fine Day. This is Calico Collage. It's the cat's journal, I think, or something. Can't remember. I think this is the Good Book. I think it's Calico Collage, but I might be wrong. I'll have to have a look. I'll have a look and then put it in the description below if it's wrong. These, I think, are from various companies, you know, different shops on Etsy. This is the Janie B Journals, the Hat Lady. It's like just a lady with hats on. I've actually, no, I think I've used the hats. I think I've just got the bits that haven't really been used. Yeah, so yeah, there's not many of that one. And then I've just got a couple from Seneca Pond Crafts, a few tags, and a grunge journal. I think this is Seneca as well. This one I purchased. This was the last thing I purchased, but I ended up not using it for some reason. I can't remember why. I think my printer packed up as I was printing off, so I've ended up just printing, you know, a couple, and there's not enough to do a journal. And these are just a couple of things that I've printed off, you know, over the years. Yeah, so that's that one. And then this big junky one is my Shabby Dabby Doodah, and the lady's called Tina. I do use a lot of her stuff, and she's got the same digital printouts from Etsy. They're cheap as anything. The kits are anything from like £1.50 upwards, £2, you know, for a pack of like 16 papers, something like that. And you can print them as many times as you like. Obviously, you need a good printer, not like me. You know, don't use an old printer that's 15 years old. Yeah, so that's what all I've done in here is just all Tina's. Yeah, I do use a lot of her stuff, and I have printed off, you know, a few different kits. But my printer's not brilliant. You can see it's not fantastic. I have sort of printed this at a different time when I've had new ink in, and it's been so vibrant, you know, and the colours are completely different. This is what's been happening with my printer as well. See the lines that are coming up? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so it's not great. So yeah, I've stopped printing stuff. And this is one of the last kits I printed to use up. This one's called Pink Bouquet. It's quite a lot, nice big chunky one. Lots of windows and doors, and you know, lots of nice flowers and stuff, and things for tags. But another thing I've learnt is not really using the right thickness of paper. I think I printed on like 100 GSM, you know, it's not brilliant. So, but yeah, you learn by your mistakes, don't you? Right then, I'm going to get off now, so, and I'm going to try and get these stuck down, and get them in me in botanical, to do a bit of botanical stuff. You know, I'm still working on my gardening folders, still working on my Edith Holden, still working on my sewing journal, but I did sort of ground to a bit of a halt. Yeah, thanks to our lovely COVID illness. Yeah, it's knocked me up a bit. But anyway, right, everybody stay safe and take care, and we will soon be coming back to you with lots and lots of goodies. Anyway, guys, take care. See you soon. Bye.